Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel and to another vlog. I'm very excited for today because we have some exciting plans and I'm wearing a really cute outfit, but it's really comfortable, so I'll show that in a minute. But basically today we are heading into Bristol and we are going to see A Christmas Carol on stage. I'm assuming it's a musical. It is a musical, right? I believe. And so I'm super excited about that. And we're going to be going with Tom's mom, my mother-in-law, and it's going to be really nice. So we're going to see that, and then we're all going to have dinner together, as well as Tom's uncle. He is coming too. And then we are all going together to see his uncle perform with his orchestra. So we are very, very excited. It's a very artistic and musical day, which I love. And if you saw my recent vlog where we went to see Pretty Woman, we're going to the same place to go see A Christmas Carol, and it's just such a fun environment. Like, I feel like I'm realizing I have such a love for theater and music, and I've always known that, I guess, but now I'm actually going to performances and it's so fun. So super excited about today. It's kind of a cloudy day. It doesn't say rain, but I'm prepared anyway, and I will show you my outfit and then we'll get going. Alright, so underneath here I am just wearing a black t-shirt. This one is from Mango. I'm planning to actually film a haul video tomorrow, and I'm hoping that that will come out before this vlog so you'll know what I'm talking about. But this is just a simple black t-shirt from Mango. It's almost like a knit. It's like knitted material. It's very cozy and soft. And on top of that, I'm wearing this phenomenal cardigan. Can we talk about this? Oh my goodness. So you already know these kinds of buttons are just my favorite thing in the world. They're pearls with these little gems around it. And I love the subtle pattern on the cardigan. It's white, but it has like almost like a checkered gold print going through it. And on the ends you have, I don't even know what you'd call this material, but it is so cute and festive. You've got the pockets here, which I don't think they're real pockets, they're faux pockets, but down here you have some real ones as well. And I just think the white and gold is so festive and perfect for this time of year. I got this from TK Maxx the other day for only 25 pounds, so I'm obsessed with it. It's so warm. Might even be actually too warm, surprisingly, today. And on the bottom, I'm just wearing a little black belt and some black ankle pants. These are from Old Navy. And I'm just gonna wear my usual black boots, which I wear all the time, but they're comfortable and stylish and they go with everything. So that is the look. I'm super excited about today. I did my makeup and I used a little hair serum to help with my flyaways. Don't know if it's working. My hair looks very flat, probably. Because it's either frizzy or flat. I can't get in between, but I'm working on it. But for now, that is it. I love it so much, and yeah, I guess we are ready to go. I'm excited. Okay. Hello everyone. So I want to just quickly update you on what's been happening this week. So I think the last thing you saw besides Thanksgiving, which I will get into in a minute, is when we went out for the day with Tom, my mother-in-law, and Tom's uncle. So at first it was me, Tom, and my mother-in-law. We all went out to see A Christmas Carol, the musical, on stage, which was so amazing. I love going to the theater. Like I want to do it all the time now. It's so fun. The energy is always really great, and there's something really nice about being in that space with so many people enjoying music and storytelling and acting. It's really, really fun. And I was even talking to my dad about it last night, and he was saying he used to love the same thing, and so really, really fun. But so we went to see that, and we really, really enjoyed it. It was actually an amateur group, but if you didn't tell me, I wouldn't have known because they were really, really amazing. So we all really enjoyed that. It was even emotional at the end. They had like the fake snow coming down, and it was really, really sweet. So that was such a great performance. I was so grateful to go. And after that, the three of us met up with Tom's uncle, and we all ate at Bella Italia, which is a chain Italian restaurant here in the UK, but it's pretty good. It was nothing, you know, phenomenal, but we did enjoy it. And we got to just catch up a bit, and then after that, we went to Tom's uncle, his, what am I trying to say? His performance with his orchestra, and that was really, really cool. They had kind of a jazz influence this time, which was quite different to his other performances that we've seen in the past. And I think the actual composer, I guess if you'd call her that, she was there and she was playing the saxophone with them, which was really amazing and quite different. So we really enjoyed that. And it was even a larger crowd this time. I think it was, I don't know, it was really nice to see all that support for them. And yeah, so, and again, I think they are an amateur like orchestra, but again, they are phenomenal. So I wouldn't have known. I just think they were incredible. So I love going to see performances and to hear live music. I think it is so, so fun, and I feel like it's quite a classy thing to do, you know, like on a Saturday night, that's what we're doing instead of like going out to clubs. That was never my scene anyway, but it was really, really nice. We had such a nice day out, and we came home and it was late, so we went to bed, and the rest of this week has just been kind of not boring necessarily, but compared to that, boring, because I have been at home. Tom has been working. As you might know, I recently left my job, and I feel like during this time where I'm not working, I really want to get back into some of the things that I used to enjoy, because I feel like I've forgotten how much I enjoyed them. Like, I think my life has been so busy the past few years in a beautiful way, in a positive way. It's been focusing on, you know, all my effort into my relationship with Tom, because being from two different countries, again, these past few years have been insanely busy. We've been flying back and forth. We got engaged, we got married. We're trying to figure out our living situation, so we haven't really had much of a break. And so I think I've been really looking forward to that, just to have some time to get back into some things that I enjoyed. And to find a bit more independence as well. I think Tom and I have not spent time apart for over 2 years, like literally not even a day apart. And while we're married now, and that kind of makes sense, I think we also, you know, we need to also continue doing the things we enjoy doing, even on our own. And so, some of the things I've been wanting to get back into are writing, because if you don't know, I had a blog that I had for a couple years, and I just haven't been writing, so I took it down earlier this year because I didn't want to pay for it if I wasn't using it. And to be honest, I think if I'm going to start it up again, I want to have a completely new theme, and I want to change it up a little bit. So I might slowly get back into creating the blog. I know it's going to take a bit of time, but I love writing, and so I really, really want to get back into it. Also, exercising. If you don't know, I actually got into weightlifting. When I was 16 years old, my dad took me to the gym, and he taught me everything about weightlifting, and I fell in love with it. And I was working out 4 or 5 times a week, maybe, and loving it. And since then, you know, I fell in love with yoga. At the start of the pandemic, in April of 2020, me, my mom, and my uncle, we all decided we would start doing yoga together, and we started doing it, and we did it every day for 1 year. Every single day, we didn't miss a day. And since then, I've kind of, I still did it a lot, but over the past year or so, I have not really been doing it. And what's crazy is I've been getting back into it lately, And you don't realize how much your body needs that until you do it after not doing it for so long, if that made sense. Like, I hadn't done yoga in quite some time, and I did it the other day, and I was like, I feel really good. And it's insane how you don't need to be a professional, you don't need to spend money on a gym membership, or you don't need to use gas to go anywhere. You can exercise in your own home and feel amazing about it. And that's why I love exercises like Pilates and yoga, and to be honest, most forms of exercise. You don't need a gym membership. You can do it in your own home, in the comfort of your own home. And you can change the way you feel in your body, but also how your body looks. And I think that's really amazing. Plus, the benefits for your mental health are endless, I think. So I'm really excited to get back into it. And I got a yoga mat because I had an Amazon gift card to use, and I've been getting a few different things with that gift card. And I have a yoga mat back in the US, but it's nice to have one in both countries because now, you know, it's not like I mean, you don't need one anyway, really, to do yoga, but it is nice to have. And this was affordable, but it's nice to have one in both countries so that when I'm visiting wherever, I have one to use. And this was only like 12 pounds or something on Amazon, and I haven't used it yet, but today is going to be the day I'm going to test it out. And I'm just excited to be getting back into it because, again, for me, exercising has always been more about how it makes me feel inside than how it changes my outer appearance. That is just a bonus to me, but I truly think the benefits are just endless and makes me feel amazing. I always, you know, even if I didn't feel like working out, when I'm done with the workout, how I feel afterwards, I'm like, yeah, that was worth it, you know? So I'm super excited to be getting back into that and maybe back into some weightlifting, but these days I'm not so much focused on strength training. I'm just kind of focused on gentle exercises that, you know, are still gonna make a difference but aren't anything very intense. So we'll see, but I'm gonna work my way back into it slowly and not go crazy right away. I don't want to hurt myself. But that's that. And then what else? Just filming lots more content as well, something I want to do more of. I haven't been vlogging a whole lot lately because I'm trying to do less vlogging and more content focused on beauty, fashion, and wellness. But again, those kinds of videos require a lot more planning from me, and vlogging is kind of like, I don't want to say lazy, but it is kind of my easy way out because I don't have to plan this. I can just talk and take you along with me. But I want to do a bit less of that, just a little bit, and more of the things that you want to see, because a lot of my videos relating to beauty and fashion get the most views. And not that that matters, but I do enjoy filming those. So I want to do more of that as well. And yeah, just journaling, writing, content creation, reading. I want to do more reading as well. And that's what I'm going to do to fill up this time that I'm not working. So I think it's going to be really good for me. It's just I've been quite lazy this week. I haven't really done a lot. So easing myself back into all of those things that once made me really happy, and I think I've forgotten that along the way. But anyway, that's kind of what I've been thinking about this week. And then yesterday was Thanksgiving, so the day before Thanksgiving, so on Wednesday, I went out with Tom's parents because we needed to get a few more things for Thanksgiving Day, a few foods that we needed. So we went to go do that while Tom was working, and it was nice to bond with them while we were out. We had some lunch at a cafe as well, went into a couple charity shops, didn't make any purchases, but it was just nice to do that, and some gift shops. They have a lot of Christmassy things out everywhere now, so it's nice to see that. I'm starting to get into the festive mode now because Thanksgiving is over. So I'm very excited about that. But yeah, so we got a few things we needed. We came home, and then my mother-in-law, and I made a pumpkin pie together, which was really nice. It was nice to help her out with that, and it ended up being really nice, which you probably saw in the clips before. So we really enjoyed that, and it was nice to bond again with her. And then yesterday, Thanksgiving Day, normally I'll start by telling you what my family typically does in the US and how we kind of change that in the UK to celebrate here. So growing up in the US, Thanksgiving was always a day I looked forward to. I love that it's a very relaxed holiday for the most part because unless you're hosting like a large group of people, it's pretty chill, and it's all about the food and of course being thankful, but it's really easy. It's a really nice holiday. So we normally spend Thanksgiving just with the immediate family, and my family's big, so that to us was perfect. Normally we didn't have like cousins come over and a lot of aunts and uncles. It wasn't really like that. It was always just like my immediate family. And that was always really nice because, again, I do have a lot of siblings, and it was really fun. So I would always start the day by watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and I loved that. I did it as a kid, I love doing it now. So that's how I would always start the day. Usually it was just me, my mom, and like my grandma. Everyone else was still asleep. But I loved that. So that was always really fun. And then they would start making, my mom and grandma were always the cooks, and they would always start making the turkey because that always took the longest. And throughout the day they would start cooking more and more of the foods, and everyone would just be kind of waiting for the meal, really. And then we would always eat around like between lunch and dinner time. I'm not sure why. I guess we just ate whenever the turkey was ready and it happened to be at that time. So we would all eat at the table, and it was always really nice. My dad would always play music, typically Christmassy music, to start getting us into the festive time. And it was just really nice. I have such good memories of Thanksgiving. And then after that we would just kind of relax because we were all stuffed our faces and we were full. So we would typically just, you know, relax for a bit. We'd have dessert. And then we'd either watch a movie or play like board games, especially Pictionary. I was always really good at Pictionary. I still am. My uncle and I were always on a team, and we would always win because we were just really good. I like to say that, I even told him on the phone last night, I was like, you know, you were good at guessing. I was good at guessing and drawing, so we made a good team. It was really funny. But so, you know, that's how we would spend Thanksgiving in the US. And for the past, well, for this year and last year, we have spent Thanksgiving in the UK, Tom and I. And in 2021, I introduced Thanksgiving to him because he was in the US, so that was really nice. But the past couple of years, we've been in the UK. And it's been, you know, different because I want to continue celebrating that holiday, but I'm in a country where nobody really celebrates it, so kind of interesting. But I did my best with the foods. We had very, traditional, I guess you could say, Thanksgiving foods. We had chicken, though, not turkey, because there is, at the farm shop that we have nearby to us, we love, these chicken breasts that we get from there. And it has like this Mediterranean marinade, and it's phenomenal. So we got those. We had like these scalloped potatoes that were very creamy and cheesy and delicious. We had stuffing, we had vegetables, we had bread rolls, and then pumpkin pie for dessert. So, but yes, so how I spent the day here for Thanksgiving is slightly different. So here in the UK, I feel like there's no way to watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. I cannot find it online. I really like watching the NBC, Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. I love the hosts and I love the way that they film it, but when I went on YouTube, all I could find was like live recordings of just the parade. There was no sound. If there was, it was really bad quality. And so I could not figure out a way to watch it. I think the only way you can is if you have a VPN, which I don't want to spend money on it, so I was like, But I kind of wish we could have watched it because I couldn't find it last year either, and I really want to show my in-laws. So if you have a way of watching it, let me know. If you're not in the US, I have no idea, but maybe it'll be on YouTube in a few days' time. I guess we'll see. So we didn't get to watch that, but also Tom and his mother were working yesterday, so I didn't really do a whole lot. It was kind of a boring day for me until the end when they got home, and my mother-in-law and I started making dinner together, and Tom got home. Tom's dad set the table beautifully. He made a couple really nice displays with leaves and pumpkins, and that was really, really nice. And it was nicely decorated, and a candle was lit on the table, and yeah, so we made dinner. We all sat together and enjoyed that, and then had some pumpkin pie, of course. And normally, like I said, we would do something else in the evening, but Tom was quite tired after working all day, and I think we were all kind of tired, to be honest, so we didn't do anything else. Tom and I watched a show, and then we got in bed and went to sleep, but it was still a very, very nice day, just different in the UK, and again, because people don't get that day off in the UK because it's not something they celebrate here, it makes things a bit more complicated, but it was still really, really nice, and my in-laws definitely made me feel very much at home. And also I FaceTimed my family in the US last night, and it was so nice to talk to all of them. They all seem to be doing really well. My sister Alexa, who had the twins, in case you didn't see my last vlog, check it out, but I announced that I am an aunt, Tom is an uncle. The twin boys, Kaizen and Kobe, are doing very, very well. They are so beautiful and so sweet, and Lexi is always going to the hospital to see them, and I can't wait till she can bring them home, and I cannot wait to meet them next time we're in the US, which I hope will be quite soon, but we will see. And I think that's kind of everything I wanted to update you on, but I'm not sure where to leave this vlog because it's quite a short one, but I kind of wanted to start another vlog tomorrow because I wanted this vlog to be the end of like the fall vlogs. Not that I did anything very festive for fall, but you know what I mean. I wanted my next vlog to start with all the Christmas events that we have upcoming, and because we're going to be going away this weekend somewhere, I wanted to start fresh then. So I'm not sure if I'll continue with this vlog or if I'm going to end it here. I'm sure it's really, really short though. But maybe I can mention a couple other things. Oh yeah, I do have one thing because today is also a very special day. I can't believe I almost forgot to mention it, but today is the day after Thanksgiving. It is November 24th, and 2 years ago today, Tom proposed to me. And I can't believe it's been 2 years because it feels like it was yesterday, but it also kind of feels like it was a long time ago. But it's funny, you know, we've been together only a few years, but it feels like I've known him my whole life, and it's crazy. But so yeah, even though Tom is at work, we're celebrating that today as well. So it's been, even though it's been quite a like non-eventful week besides Thanksgiving, we've still had a lot to celebrate, I think. So yeah, 2 years ago today, the love of my life got down on one knee and he asked me to marry him, and I said yes, of course. So yeah, very sweet memories. If I can remember to include photos or even a video, I will put that over me talking now. But yeah, I just remember I knew he was going to propose, but I didn't know when. And I was still completely caught off guard and surprised. I was dressed very casually because we were going for a walk at a nearby park to my house in the US, and Lexi, my sister, came along. And I was kind of bummed that she was coming along. I was like, oh, I just wanted it to be us. But thank God she came because Tom kind of had her record it for us and get pictures, so I'm so glad she came in the end. It was so sweet to have her be a part of it. Lexi is a very special person to me, so if you're watching, Lexi, I don't know if you are, but I love you. And she got emotional, and I just remember I kept saying, "Are you serious?" because I couldn't believe he was actually in front of me there on his, you know, down on one knee. I couldn't believe it, and I just kept saying, like, crying my eyes out, like ugly crying, and going, "Are you serious? Are you serious?" And I just couldn't believe it. But it's been a beautiful few years together, and now we're married for almost a year and a half, which is insane. But life is really good. So I don't know if I mentioned, oh yeah, today is also Black Friday, and I feel like Black Friday is not as exciting as it was when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I would go out with my mom and my grandma early on Friday morning, and I loved going to all my favorite stores, and typically as a kid, I didn't get anything for anyone else. I was especially wanting clothing, and so what my mom would do is anything I wanted, she would get it for me, but she said, "This is going to be your Christmas gift, you can't have it till Christmas." And I was like, sounds good to me. And that's what we did for many years. But now that I'm an adult, and, you know, I have my own money, and I'm doing my own thing, Black Friday is, you know, I don't know, it's not as exciting, and also these days I think it's more online. Like, I woke up this morning to a million different emails about Black Friday deals, but I'm just not as tempted to shop on Black Friday like I was as a kid. Probably because it wasn't, you know, I wasn't using my own money. But no, but just even, I think it's just changed so much over the years, and it's, I don't know. And in the UK it's different. I think Black Friday is not as big of a deal as it is in the US. Although it is a thing here now, but just not as big. So yeah, I think today I might spend some time looking online, but sometimes when I do that, I feel like I'm just looking for things I don't even need, and the things that I do need aren't too expensive, and just, it's like more like toiletries and stuff. Like I don't, you know, I can get that any day. So we'll see, but I might take a look. I did make a couple purchases earlier this week, because Black Friday deals, let me tell you, they're going like all week long, pretty much all month long, and it kind of defeats the point of like Black Friday. It's happening all month and all week long, so you can shop anytime. But I did make a couple clothing item purchases, which I will show in my haul video, which if that isn't up before this, then it'll be up next. So keep an eye out for that. I have quite a few new clothing items that I wanted to share. But yeah, I think that's really it. If I am going to add to this vlog, then I will do that. But if not, then I'm sorry, it's quite short, and I will see you in the next one. But we will see where we take this vlog. I don't know. I'm gonna say goodbye in case, but thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.